Okay, I'm starting to record this game called Will, A Wonderful World, and I'm really just starting it up. I haven't even gotten to the title screen, and I sort of wanted to start here just because this is sort of cute. The game includes little blips, and it gave a sound in my ear, and when shocked or surprised, please scream even loudly and disturb your neighbors, and that's just cute. To guarantee the best experience, please pick a dark night, make some hot coffee, have some tissues ready. Oh God, please don't make me cry. I cry so easily at games and movies and stuff. I am way too empathetic for my own good sometimes. If I start crying, I'm not recording anymore. That will be where the video ends, of me bawling in tears. But this was very cute. I saw it basically last month before it actually released, and I was like, oh, let me get this. It's a cute narrative, kind of indie-ish title, I believe, and I love narrative games, definitely not syntax. So, and that's what this is very much describing itself as, is a narrative-based puzzle game. Let's get at it with a new game. Normal. Considering I have no idea what this game is going to be about and how complex it will be, I'm definitely going to go for that, not lunatic. There was an urban legend. Write your troubles down on a note, hold it in your hand at midnight and pray. God, please help me. Then God will hear your plea and change your fate. It was only a legend, though, that has gone viral for a brief period of time. Excerpt from a modern urban legend. My head hurts. Where am I? What happened? You finally woke up. I've been waiting for so long, I was beginning to worry that you might never wake up. It's a talking dog. Are you my pet? My must stay calm. How dare you call me a pet? Do I look like a pet? Well, yes. I am your servant. Do you remember? Servant? Servant. What is this talking dog talking? What is this talking dog going on about? God made me hard for me to do this because I get tongue-tied too easily. Am I having a dream? Servant, as in you could help me fetch the newspaper? Have you lost your memories? Lost my memories? You fell down the stairs yesterday. Then you passed out. I thought you might have hit your head. I fell? But my head doesn't hurt anywhere. There's no bruising. Anyway, let's both settle down a little. How about a quick test? Now look into my big, beautiful eyes and tell me what's my name. Fluffy? Fluffy my ass! Okay, this is adorable. Well, I guess you really did lose your memories. My name is Will. Sometimes I go by Willy. Willy? Yes, Willy. Willy. Willy Wonka. I love this game. The humor in its writing, or even just its writing, is on point with what I enjoy. No, it's just Willy. I don't own a chocolate factory. I also don't know. No. Also, don't you know that chocolate is dangerous for dogs? Oh wait, I'm not a dog. Oh boy, it seems worse than I thought. Listen to me carefully. I'm not a dog, and you're not a human. That doesn't sound right. We are gods. What? Yes, that's right. We are gods. How do you know what I was thinking just now? I'm a god. Of course I know. As gods, it is our job to change the fate of humans who ask us for help. Humans encounter all kinds of problems in their lives, and sometimes they pray to us, hoping for miracles, as they call them. We help them and grant their wishes. Or not. It's all up to you, of course. Wait. Stop babbling so fast. I don't understand what you're saying at all. I'm not babbling, you're just too slow. You know what, let's start with job orientation, shall we? Come over here. It's time to do some work. Hold on. Are we starting already? I still don't have a clue what's going on. Besides, didn't you just tell me that we're gods? Why do gods have to work? Don't lie to me just because I lost my memories. I wasn't lying. And in any case, if you don't finish today's work, we won't have any dinner tonight. Fine. See that small red box? That is a message from the human today. Alright, let's see what to jam myself into this time. I want to go home. My name is Li Wen. I'm a senior here at Yingnan High School. Today I went to a nearby court to play tennis for the first time since I had moved to my new place. It was a very poorly maintained court, so hardly anyone ever uses it. The light over the tennis court is maintained by some of the residents themselves. The dim light bulb kept making buzzing noises. 1, 2, 3. I just hit all 30 of the balls I had, so I picked them up I picked up the now empty basket. I walked to the other side of the court and collected the balls before hitting them all again. No one else was on the tennis court. All I could hear was the sound of the ball hitting my racket and then bouncing off the ground. The light bulb flickered twice and went out. I picked up the balls and left the court, walking towards the small alley. I had walked through it earlier on my way to the court. The alley was always dark, no matter what time of day it was. I kept humming to myself, filing in my head, just to be less scared. I arrived at my apartment and suddenly I realized that my keys were not in my pocket. I tried to think back. I must have left them at the tennis court. If the light hadn't gone out, I wouldn't have noticed that they were not on me. Well, this sucked. It was too late to go back to the court, not to mention that I had not even been able to find the keys without any light. A desk lamp was on the manager's office, as was the radio. Nobody was in there. I stood outside the window and waited for a long time, but Uncle's son, who was supposed to be on duty that night, never showed up. The motion sensor lights in the hallway kept turning on and off every few minutes. I was beginning to feel a little scared. A late night talk show was on. The hosts were talking about a popular urban legend that had been making the rounds at school. It said that if you wrote a note to God in the middle of the night, then God would solve all your problems for you. Jing was really into this stuff. Well, if such a God really exists, maybe he or she could help unlock the door for me. Or make Uncle Son come back to his office soon. Please, please. Li Wen. Well, do people always write to gods just because they forgot their keys? Not always, no. But humans are exceptionally annoying. You'll see a lot more random nonsense of all kinds in the future. Forget about why she asked for her help now. Let's talk about how we may help her. Now, use the pen I just gave you. We can slice the letters into several pieces. Now, see, some of these pieces are black and some of them are white. To prevent logical Okay, some of these pieces cannot be moved. These pieces are designated in black. Meanwhile, the white pieces can be moved anywhere with one exception. No white piece can go past the first or last piece. If your rearrangement has altered the previous casual links within the event, naturally the ending of the letter will be changed. Well, that's about it. Exactly. Only the person who's holding the pen is capable of doing this. Go ahead and give it a try. Once you make your choice, just... okay. Okay. This seems like... that the way to do it. But rather than having her wait till the light goes out, she picks up the balls and gets ready for home, and then the light goes out. The alley was always dark, or to begin with. Then the light gone on it had become pitch black. I couldn't even see the hands in front of my face. I kept believing something was going to happen. Scenes from horror movies and homicidal shows I've seen suddenly flashed through my head. Since I was too scared, I turned around and picked up another longer way home. The detour was a crowded, lively street. It was full of people hanging out, waiting in front of bars. And a lot of arcades were still open. I was planning to head straight home and go to bed, but I saw the latest version of Sears' body through the window of an arcade. And the text is highlighted in blue. That makes the term is archived into our dictionary. The human letters often include some special terms related to their day-to-day lives. These terms will be highlighted. Since we're gods, they're nothing that we don't understand. Therefore, whenever we encounter one of these strange terms of definition for them will automatically appear in our dictionary. I hate... I'm just gonna say that I hate the 4 circle button prompt. Just because in some games, and even in different prompts depending on the game, they'll have that as the indicator, but it's not telling you to press the directional, it's telling you to press A or B. And sometimes you're meant to press the direction, and no, you meant to press. You're pressing A or B, not the direction. It is only on Nintendo Switch for this sort of stuff, just because it doesn't have the traditional D-pad for the buttons, so. But that's one of my pet peeves about this sort of prompt of, hey, even making it a little bit more defined and just listing all of like kind of all the arrows and all the potential buttons. By the way, similar to the dictionary, we also keep record of the profiles of everyone who has written to us. All you need to do is press X on the letter section. Yeah, have the button. I'd rather the button. The cartoon character by British artist Kevin Clifford. It quickly became a global phenomenon because of its unique style and laser-sharp eyes. Its success lifted Clifford out of poverty and made him a wonderful worldwide sensation overnight. According to Kevin, the inspiration of the character came during a short trip. Unfortunately, it was not for sale. I had to get it out of the claw machine. I'm not very good at those. I spent most of all my cash I had on me, but I didn't come close even once. Miss, we're about to close. Please check for belongings and don't leave anything behind. I lowered my head in disappointment. I noticed that there was a bottle of some kind of drink on the counter that had appeared out of nowhere. Perhaps somebody had forgotten it there. I picked it up and threw it in the trash on my way out. I got home and turned on the light. All the boxes I had moved in 2 days ago were still lying all over the floor. I'll unpack them tomorrow. I'm too exhausted now. At least the shower felt great. I got out of the shower, climbed into bed, and immediately fell asleep. Good night. Look, because of what you did, now it's the alley that had a broken light bulb instead of the tennis court. Therefore, the girl who had left her keys in the dark tennis court, even though it was only a tiny change, and you have indeed changed your fate. More importantly, you might have changed is more than what we're seeing right now. The impact of this tiny event could last for a long time, maybe even influence her entire life. A chain reaction like this is called a butterfly effect in the human world. We still can't be certain of how big the impact to our future is going to be. But keep in mind that our power has potentially dangerous side to it. We may never abuse it. I understand. Well, we are done with this letter. Let's go back and see if there are more. Done. Do you hear something ding just now? That means a new letter notification. Whenever you hear that, that means a new letter has arrived. If you process all the letters at hand, go into the box. Got it.
对不起。
New message. Okay. To show off more, I think I'm going to stick just with Li Wen for right now, and I don't know. I don't want to show off this entire game, I don't think. Maybe? I'm not sure. So far, I like it. In terms of concept, I like it. It reminds me... It has a vague remembrance of the whole urban legend thing, Burning to a God. It reminds me slightly of the anime Hellgirl, where you go and type someone's name at exactly midnight, and by doing that, Hellgirl will help you drag someone into hell. Granted, that was a lot more negative connotations, but it has a... Oh, these are connected! Last words and dawn roses. Sometimes we see multiple messages from 2 or more people at the same time. Why do humans always have so many problems? In any case, like this, you have to read through both messages in one breath before we can start working on them. What are you doing? I'm trying to see how long I can hold my breath. I don't think I can finish 2 letters in one breath. It's just a metaphor. Well, what should I do to find the other letter after reading the first one? After reading one letter, you may press L and R to open the next letter. Whenever you need to switch between the 2 letters, just use the next letter button to switch back and forth. The apartment building I just moved into was quite old. It didn't have an elevator, so I had to climb the stairs every day. As usual, it was just already past midnight when I got back from tennis practice. I noticed something at my door as soon as I walked into the 4th floor hallway. Was that a bouquet of roses? And the mysterious body toy I had seen in the arcade a few days ago. I had a sudden sinking feeling of anxiety. I had been getting strange emails starting the day before yesterday. This was the first one. I've been watching you for a long time now. Write back to me. At first I thought maybe someone sent to the wrong address by accident, or it could have been a random phishing email, so I didn't pay any attention to it. But the next day I received another one. Please write back to me. I still have no idea what those weird symbols mean. It's little faces, at least for that one, I could tell. And whoever had written the email seemed to think that we knew each other. My cell phone suddenly buzzed in my pocket. I had a new email. I clicked the email app with a shaking finger. We shall finally meet soon. I couldn't understand these symbols at all, but the words in the middle. All of a sudden I felt a chill down my back as if I was being watched by someone or something. But my body had frozen and I didn't dare turn around. I looked into the reflection in the glass of the window in front of me, trying to see if there was anything behind me. There wasn't. I was just being paranoid. Still, I decided to go and spend the night at Jean's place just in case. I walked toward the staircase, and then I heard it. Footsteps. Coming upstairs. Closer and closer. Who could it be at this late hour? Could it be the one who had written those emails? I immediately turned around and ran back towards my apartment. But I lived alone. What if they broke in? He would force me in the corner, pull a chainsaw out from behind him, and cut me into pieces. Oh God, no. I stopped in the door, or my neighbor, room 4, or 1-4. I choose you. Help me? No matter how hard I knocked, nothing happened. I tried not to cry so much, and said I wouldn't be hurt, but the tears were already streaming down my face. Calm down, Lee Win. The footsteps stopped at the 4th floor, and were now moving towards me. There was only one more corner between us. It was too late for me to hide in my own apartment now. I held my tennis racket up. I swung it down as hard as I could with my eyes closed when the person arrived at the corner. The person I had hit wobbled and fell down the stairs. It was Uncle Sung. He seemed to be just going around the building and picking up the trash. Uncle Sung was laying on the ground and was not moving at all. Oh my God, what have I done? God, please help me, please. Lee Win. Last words. It had been 10 years. I have been cursed since the incident. Every time I pick up my paintbrush, my mind would start tormenting me, wreaking havoc. For 10 years, I hadn't been able to paint anything. I was suffering, and I deserved it. Now I had spent all my savings, yet I was still alive. My friend was kind enough to set me up with a teaching job at a high school, teaching the art class. I would start tomorrow. It wasn't particularly well paid, but for someone who had been living without power, water, or heat in his apartment, it was like a burning pit of charcoal in the middle of a blizzard. I was really grateful for my friend. Ironically, I had just bought myself some charcoal earlier today. I thought I might be able to leave something worthwhile in the world as a painter before I died. Yes, I wanted to make one of those final masterpieces. I set up my easel. 1 hour passed. 2 hours. 3 hours. I had to put down the brush. Even if I managed to paint something, how would it be different from all the other garbage in this room? It would just be another piece of soulless trash. Just like me. All trash. I poured the coal into the basin and put it on the bedroom floor. I put on my best clothes. I carefully made my bed, and I lit the coals. I tried the doorknob and realized the door was not locked. I chuckled. That was hurting something. I double-checked all of the doors and windows, making sure they had been locked and sealed. I couldn't take any chances. I lay down on my bed. All I could see was her face. Here I come, honey. Sorry for making you wait so long. God, I am ready. Please take me away. When shall it end? I will also apologize if I'm butchering any of these names. I didn't entirely know that there would be these kind of pronunciations, especially after the dog was named Willie. When there's more than one letter, the white pieces can be moved left and right as well as conditioned up and down. Since it will impact the fate of both people, you must be careful when you make your decisions. I think that looked like the only thing I can move out of both of those. God, I am ready. Please take me away. What was that noise? I started to sit up in my bed. My head felt like it was going to explode. Damn it. Just a little longer and God would have taken me. Whoever made that noise, be it a burglar or a utility guy, I will never forgive them. Excuse me, sorry for the intrusion. I sneaked into my neighbor's apartment. It was completely dark inside and smelled funny. It was so hard to breathe in the apartment. I wonder who lived in such a place. I shut the door right behind me. I accidentally knocked over some jars that were shelved next to the door, and they made some very loud noises. Still nobody responded. I suppose there wasn't anyone home. I looked out from the people and held my breath. A thin, old, humpbacked man walked by the door with an empty basket with empty plastic bottles in his hand. It was just Uncle Son, the manager. Phew. This one's too easy. As Shakespeare once said, security is moral's chiefest enemy, which could mean that overconfidence is a man's greatest enemy. Shakespeare is one of the greatest writers in human history. Overconfidence is a man's greatest enemy? Well, but I am no man. Okay, then do you know how to write this person's name in Chinese? Glad it's not asking me any multiple choice on that one. Haha, wrong. Okay, I get your point. It's only easy just because you're just getting started. You will see soon enough. What does this yellow star mean? When you see the yellow star, that means you have locked all of the possible endings of that particular event. Oh, should I try to collect all the yellow stars? Oh no, that won't be necessary. Our job is to help humans with their troubles. No matter how many times you try or how many endings we unlock, for the humans there is only one ending to each story that they will ever know. So it doesn't really matter whether or not you unlock all the endings. In that case, what's the star there for? Well, I know you're asking me, but to be honest, I don't really know. I know. It's gameplay, which basically means you can get multiple things. Okay. Because that one was very simple, I'm going to do one more. And that will be the end of it, just because good lord. Or maybe even I may do a couple videos on this, or at least split this into a couple videos, but, oi, I can't do this for much longer, my throat's starting to kill me. Give me 1 second. Something to drink, just to help my throat. I don't talk a lot, so having to read all this is super hard. Okay, this is now farewell. Somebody had ruined my plan. Damn it. I sat up and realized I could barely stand. The entire room was spinning. I felt so nauseated that I almost threw up. Just a little longer and I could have seen her again. The room was completely dark. I had not been able to pay my utility bill for a while. I lifted my foot and tried to take a step, but I tripped over my easel. The brushes and paints fell all over the place. I crouched down and slowly started to pick them up again. It took me a while, as I was so exhausted. I put out the fire and opened a window. I stumbled upon my flashlight and pressed the button. I heard a deafening explosion? Was that a gas explosion? I saw a slender figure of someone fall down in the fire before I passed out. When I woke up, the doctor told me that there was a 17-year-old girl who had been sent to the hospital along with me. She hadn't made it. Holy shit! Fortunately, however, I was still alive. I had third-degree burns all over my body. I lost my right arm, and I couldn't speak. I couldn't even do something as simple as ask what the girl's name was. God, why? Why didn't you just kill me instead? Wind shouting, holy crap! I know I mentioned Hellgirl a little bit, and I thought, oh, that's gonna be a little darker than this game. No, this game looks like it's getting pretty dark. Oh, man. I lift my foot and try to take a step. That needs to be first. I think this order. Maybe flashlight first. Get the flashlight. Make sure the fire's out. Because if he has his flashlight first, then he'll be able to see and make sure not to miss anything. Fire gets put out, windows opened. And that way, by having those two done first, the third one shouldn't happen. I held up my flashlight. I made sure everything had been picked up, and then I walked toward the doorway. Click. Someone had just shut the door. I hurried up. However, there was nothing there except a broken, worthless ceramic pot on the floor. I opened the door and looked outside in the hallway. No one was there either. I went back in and saw the remaining coals and that the smoke was still lingering in the room. I could still continue with the plan. I lit the coals again. The window back to my bed. I felt my consciousness leave me as I started to enter another world. Ah! That's a bad ending. Okay. Let's see what this means. Huh? Sometimes it happens. In this letter, the previous development led to the gas explosion. As a result, one wouldn't be able to carry on this following action. Therefore, the white pieces disappeared. Usually, pieces will disappear when the subject of the action describing the pieces is no longer active. That is only confined to the sender of the letter. It could also be because of someone mentioned in the letter. Again, it depends. The important thing is to think about. Okay. I pressed the button. Who is there? I pressed the button on my flashlight in a hurry, and the white light almost blinded me. Ah! I saw a shadow fall to the ground. I quickly turned my light toward the sound, and I saw it was a girl that I had never met before. I checked to see if she was still breathing. She was. I remembered a school picnic during my junior high years. I'd done the same thing to scare a girl in my class. She didn't faint, even though I had done it intentionally. Kids today are so weak. I carried the girl to my ventilated bedroom, laid her down on my bed, and pulled the sheet over her. I went back into the living room, picked up my paintbrush. I tried to remember her panicked face when she saw me. Suddenly I had a new feeling. a feeling that I could paint something special this time. And yet, I just fell asleep with a brush in my hand while leaning against the wall. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen for us. Well, if you don't want to see it again, you can. While you're reading a letter, press plus replay to review the entire letter again. I wonder though, why can't we see all of these images? Are we just reading their letters? Technically, we're not actually receiving handwritten letters from the humans. You could think of these letters as manifestations of their will. That's why they include more than a text you're reading. Sometimes we receive the images of what they see, or even how they feel. Whoa, that's really amazing. Did I get all the outcomes on that one? I want to see the outcomes list. I want my little star. Everything felt so unreal. Am I really a god? Have I always been living here? And has the sky outside always been so red? It's even snowing outside. The weather is so weird. I have no memories of any of this. Is any of this real? Of course. Don't worry about it. Your memories will come back to you slowly. Anyway, don't you think this job is perfect for you? And it isn't too hard either, is it? That's true. It's more interesting than I thought. While it is interesting indeed, it's also rather serious. From now on, I won't repeat myself anymore. Some of my previous instructions can be found in the help menu. The content in the help menu will also grow as you learn more about your job. Ooh, excuse me. However, you might not be able to find everything you need in there. For instance, if you forgot or didn't pay attention to what I told you, you might never be able to hear it again. So the truly important information as you see it here will be highlighted in orange text. Things in orange are extremely important. When you see something in orange, you should slow down your reading and pay extra attention. Now answer fast. Which of the following words were highlighted in orange what I just said? Truly important information? Yes! I remember it being 3 words, but I most remembered. Orange text may appear not only in my words, but also occasionally in the human's letters. The human's letters might include text in other colors too, yellow and blue. I already saw the blue. Red also appears, and that usually corresponds to what needs to be changed. The yellow text highlights digital messages. Oh yeah, and also digital. The text message, email. While the blue text highlights the message left in a fax or note. I thought blue text was important items or dictionary. Orange text, however, emphasizes something else. I'll explain to you later when we see it. You won't remember it at all. Remember it all if I say too much right now. In the end, you'll just need to remember that orange text is extremely important. Now make sure you didn't just make a lucky guess earlier. We're going to have another quiz. Which of the following phrases were highlighted in the previous dialogue, and what is their correct order? Okay. If you don't, you are. crap. I was about to have a heart attack. Wait, what? Okay, that actually seems like a good place to cut it for now, and maybe I'll come back to it in another video and show off it some more. But this is a very cute, interesting sort of... It is what it is. Narrative puzzle-based game, and it definitely... I think it has some more going on to it, and we'll definitely have more going forward, but that was way more interesting than I even thought it would be in terms of concept, and I am actually sort of excited to get back into it again in the future. So maybe I'll put this out before I do any more and see if it may be good to do another video or so on it, because it definitely seems good for video purposes or some whatnot, and usually I have no idea what to do for videos. Let's actually look at some of these things. Oh yeah, so I'll have some of the pictures, images, and it has an achievements list, which, music, yeah. So that so far is Will, A Wonderful World, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for stopping by.